On. I'm live. Awesome. I feel important. Hello.
Nice.
Now,
Hello there.
I'm glad you feel important.
we all should be important from time to time.
It's very important to me.
Well, that's sweet. Alright, so let me get this. Alright. This might be a little sloppy to begin with, but it'll be fine. So welcome everyone who is watching. I hope you enjoy. I have a fun session planned for you guys. Let me explain a little bit, since this is the first stream, of what exactly this D&D campaign is pertained on. So we had session 0 last week to kind of get our characters kind of polish up around the edges a little bit, and so I could figure out some of their ideas of what they want to do in this game. The world that I have built is, to put it simply, a world that is very inspired by the forces of nature. I have a lot of druids, nature, clerics and paladins. I'm very Mother Nature vibed in this campaign. Madre Nia is the ultimate being of this world. That is the good goddess of this world. And she is represented by what is known as the four beasts of the sky. So that is the name of the campaign, Beast of the Sky.
Jacob?
Yes.
Just saying that your mic quality is dipping in and out a bit.
Okay. Alright, thanks for the heads up. Is this any better? In a full sentence, is it picking up?
Sounds better, yes.
Okay, let me try this. I moved the mic. It helps not have it on your ear. I would have been going on and on about that. So, basically, there are four beasts of the skies, and they're kind of like Atlas. There are legends that say that they hold up the four parts of this world, which is the four elements. So, air, water, earth, and fire. For example, Ymura is a majestic blue dragon. She's basically the dragon of the water. So anything that's water-based in this world, her nation is Ymawas. And her legend and her bard song is that she lives on the moon and controls the tides of the ocean. She cleans the water that is dirty of wretched sin. I mean, there is a lot of legend to each of these four creatures. So Ymura is a majestic blue dragon. And Erisael is this huge bald eagle. His legend is that he flies around the world and he pulls the moon with Ymura to control the tides. And he lives in this huge tree that floats in the skies. Which is known as like a fountain of youth in this world, like Erisael's Tree of Freedom is what it's called. The nation of Eriks is responsible for representing his culture, so think more like more monastic type of monasteries. There are a lot of nomads. They're kind of free living there, a little bit more so. They're a little bit more connected with nature. Resk is a huge phoenix, this flaming orange phoenix, and he is... No, they say that he is represented as the sun of this world. His nation in Ethelmar is one of the strongest and most fierce nations ever in history of any world. And then you have Rokargar, who is quite literally the mountain of Earthania. Anything that is to the ground that holds this world together, he is quite literally there holding it, like of the natural earth element itself. And there is a dark continent in this world, so for everything that balances the evil, or for the good that balances with evil. There is not a lot known about the dark continent, other than in this history as part of the National Alliance of Nature, or the Nandil, of these four nations. The Dark Continent is basically anywhere where war prisoners or terrorists of any variety go to be exiled. And Um, it is the home of pride and pain. There's a lot of agony. There's like wretched, horrible environments. They say that it's the gates to hell in this world. So those are the 5 continents. That's kind of the layout of the world. And we've got our 4 PCs here with us. And we also have a PC that's going to be playing this first arc as the BBEG of this first arc, which is known as the Earworm. So I hope you guys enjoy. And we are going to go ahead. I'm going to go down the line and allow each of the PCs to introduce themselves as they please.
Jacob, real quick.
Yeah.
Your mic is still, the volume is jumping between too loud and too soft. And I can confirm it's on the stream, which means it's on your microphone's end. It's not Discord.
Okay, so how do I fix that?
I don't know. It's your microphone.
Okay, well, let me try this.
Get a good microphone. That's how you fix that.
I'm using the microphone I have had. Is
Christmas
this okay? I'm
idea.
going to say full sentence. Is this any better mic quality? As far as
It's not the quality. It's just jumping volumes.
so I'm just getting really loud.
Yeah, you're jumping between like 2 volumes, and I don't know what's causing it.
I don't either.
Regardless, you can be heard. So
Okay, well I guess that's fine. We'll figure it out later. Right now I'm still trying to figure out how to YouTube. Anyway, so I guess Lace, you are first as far as your PC. We're going to go down the list alphabetically. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
alrighty, my character is Danielle Delva. She is from somewhere in the world. Let's see. Zukia is the industrial town that she is from, and she is a level 6 Eldritch Knight fighter, level 3 Battlesmith Artificer, who works in a factory as an engineer, has a father and a little brother, and let's see. So, in the last session, session 0, when our stories began, her town was attacked by some creatures, some hellhounds, I believe, and her brother was kidnapped, and now she is going on a quest to rescue him. And the only lead she has is to go find one of the world's great warriors for some advice. And accompanying her is her her steel defender, Alan, and her familiar pseudo dragon, Jean.
Oh yes, good old Gene. I'm gonna love NPCing him. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Next, we have our Chronomancer. Would you please introduce yourself?
I am Magnus, the Great Destroyer. Magnus, now let's see, where to begin with him. Well, he lives in a castle in Earthenia, an old one, just out in seclusion by himself. All he really has living with him are his family, a wife and 2 kids. There are many things I could say about him. However, that's way too long, and we don't have enough time for that. So, but yeah, he is a Chronomancer wizard with an assassin maid as well.
And several other NPCs that will be introduced that I kind of wrote. So awesome. Thank you. Talkin! Our great, what is it, Barbarian?
I think our barbarian may be
Our Barbarian has been...
Malcan,
How bad is it?
we need you.
Can I counterspell it? Talkin.
I think our barbarian is asleep.
Our Barbarian failed their wisdom save and is now sleeping.
I can try to wake him up.
You do that while introducing yourself?
Sure. No. We can let this go through.
Sit here in
Come on.
awkward silence.
You got this, Brandon. You got this. You can't fail me now. I trust you.
We're de-railroading the introductions, and it's fantastic.
He's got to answer.
And I
Yeah.
believe,
No.
I don't remember what he wants me to make his YouTube name, but if you're there, I know he's listening in. He's going to be playing our first BBEG, known as the Earworm. Do you want to introduce yourself, or... Because I didn't remember him telling me at the time he was going to be busy.
He's
The
eating
Great
dinner.
Earworm is eating dinner. That is his full title.
The Great Earworm is Eating Dinner is his full
That's
official
his
title.
full name.
I can't introduce him anything else. It has to be that. Alright, got it. I'm totally not going to remember.
I'm playing as Yuji Moto, the healer of Phoenix.
Okay. You want to describe Yuji's madness?
He's a healer.
Yeah, like how mad of a healer is he?
He's a healer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to talk about Session 0 a little bit?
No. No, we're good. Look, none of these people know about it. It's fine.
Maybe they'd like to know
I'm a
about it.
healer. I'm a healer.
You're probably the worst
a
healer
healer.
I've ever met. I'm gonna fireball the Italian restaurant.
Hey, I didn't fireball anything. I burned a Dark Lord. So what?
Mhm. That was a fun session. We should probably get started with the main session. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to go and get...
What you are going to do?
I'm going to go to his notes, and I am going to be very intelligent while I do so. Okay, so let's start this first session of the official campaign. So, you all, in some way, shape, or form, have arrived to Magnus the Great Destroyer's mansion. We will start with Danielle. You arrived there. It's been about a day's travel for you. Like, you've gone through 24 hours, you rested, and then you went through a whole another day. So it's like late evening at this point. And you arrive just after sunset to the gates of this secluded mansion. If you can get a visual idea as you're walking, you're going down this, like, some woods. And all of a sudden you see down this almost mossy brick path. You would barely catch it on any normal day. You find that it leads about a couple miles down this path through some steep parts of this forest and some of the hills. You find a hidden mansion. And
Curious.
yes, and you see at this mansion, after traveling, the Sealed Defender helping you look for it, doing the research on Magnus. It says here that according to my research, Magnus the Great Destroyer should be right over there. And he points to this almost kind of like Dracula type of like old mansion with a like huge and a little spooky.
A totally not suspicious looking man.
Oh yeah, he's very sus. Anyway, Danielle, you are you are at the gate at this point, but you haven't. It's up to you if you would like to knock or how you would like to enter.
I should probably knock.
All right, so
Good plan.
you knock an alert. All right, smart choice. You just see the butler comes out and says, "Hello. We have another visitor, I see. Are you here to invade and steal the wealth and riches, or are you here to ask for favors? Are you here to sell your soul? Yada yada yada. I've heard all of it before."
Probably favors. I'm here to see the great Magnus. You see, my little brother was kidnapped a couple days ago, and I need help rescuing him.
All right. Let me go ahead, and he pulls out a little he pulls out a notepad. He's like, "All right, I can get you an appointment. He's available in 16 years."
Oh,
Oh wait, he had a cancellation. He's available tomorrow.
that'll work.
Danielle just, I could see her standing there like, looking at the Steel Defender. You don't say 16 years, and then like, oh, I had an opening tomorrow, and the Steel Defender just looks back at you and Alan tries to give you a smile, like, I guess that works, I don't know. Well, would you like to stay? If you are going to stay as a guest, we will have to go through safety protocols, you know, the usual. If you're going to be asking for favors, we don't want you to potentially slip in poison in anyone's food or beverage of any variety. So we'll have to do a
yes,
basic
of course.
search. Also, we're gonna do an alignment test on you real quick, if you don't mind. And you see he pulls out what looks like this metal detector. To give you an idea, it's a very big rod, and there's like this blue light on the side. Alright, so this is very simple. If this light shines green, it basically puts you off the hook. That means you've got good morals and you're not here for intent to kill. But if it goes red, that puts you in suspicious radar, and we will have to have guards on you.
Okay.
So he puts it around you. And then after a moment, drumroll please, I'm just kidding, it goes green. Your alignment's neutral good, right?
It is, yes, neutral good.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it's a nice calm green. All right, very well. This hasn't lied to me yet in all the years I've done this. Yeah. All right, you're good to go. And he escorts you to a guest room. You see as you enter this mansion, like this huge ballroom of a guest like basically like imagine walking in the front door and you just enter this ballroom of a foyer. Like there's this huge staircase that goes to the side, and you see it's a little lively tonight. There is a half orc that seems to be walking into this hallway where he is escorting you to. So this is where the guests usually stay. I'm going to give you a room key. He says you are in room 12. Please remember that. So you're in room 12.
Okay.
And I will. Your appointments will be tomorrow, and just shortly after dawn. So as soon as dawn hits, I would suggest getting breakfast and doing whatever you need, because Magnus prefers efficiency. He's fairly particular about his deeds and his business.
Of course, there's no time to lose.
Of course. Now, if you would like to purchase any accessories or goods, you're welcome to do so in our shop. However, you do that at your own leisure. Do you have any questions?
Yes, where's the shop?
If you just go down, so you see, like, he points that there's like two hallways. One on your left that goes at a 90-degree angle to the guest rooms. He points down towards the other way, and it leads down another hallway. The very end of that, and it looks like when I say you're probably gonna have to cross 3 or 4 football lengths worth of football field lengths. Like, think about touchdown or end zone to end zone. How big that is. You're probably going to go down 4 of those to get down the very end of that hall. Straight on is the shop. He tends to be a
Man, get my cardio in too.
Yeah, you can get some cardio. You see, he chuckles. Yes, everyone here gets cardio. I've got this new BitFit watch that, and he shows you like this ghost shows you this floating little wrist brace with this weird rock type of like stone that's on there, and it's got this little arcanic illusion on there. This is how many steps I've gotten in today. Isn't this the coolest thing? And he just seems so.
I need to learn how to build one of those.
Oh, it's really simple. What I did was I mended a rock, and I don't remember how exactly I did this, but I casted mending on a rock, and I used a bit of infusion from our artificer onto this bracelet, and it just counts my steps for me. It's the weirdest thing.
That's awesome.
I swear, if we had any corporate sponsorships, this would be the most shameless product placement on the planet.
This session is not brought by Fitbit. That would have been
Not
funny.
yet.
That would have been so funny. Oh, I need to get popular, so. Anyway, so Danielle, you would be so kind. Unless you have any more questions for the butler, we'll come back to you so that way we can get other PCs. And I'm trying to get everyone together, so.
Do it.
Oh,
Alright.
and I've been working on this new brew of potion. It's called Pepsi.
No, you're supposed to say CPEP.
No.
Subway.
You
Eat
just
fresh.
went Fitbit.
Y'all are gonna get jammed for copyright. You know that?
You just said Fitbit.
I said
It's not
Bitfit.
copyright, it's trademark.
It's Bitfit. It's
Eh.
Free promotion.
Free promotion. Why Subway though? Why not like?
Because I like.
Okay, yeah, Subway pretty good.
Because you don't like your
Jersey
taste
Mike's
buds.
is better. Oh, you should have their Philly cheesesteak. It's so good. Anyway, we are derailroading so bad. Let's go to is Telkin there?
I doubt
We're
it.
experiencing some
Telkin.
Telkin difficulties apparently. Telkin is not in the chat. Anyway, I guess we'll go to
Elky
Yuji.
Welky.
Anyway, we'll go to Yuji. Yuji Moto. You arrive
Yeah.
about 30 minutes later. You're
Cool.
at the exact same position. You're at this gate.
Wait, didn't he get plane shifted?
He did get
though?
plane shifted.
Yes.
This is immediately after.
Ooh. Hold on. Jacob, I'm gonna message you something real quick.
Okay, sure. All right. All right. Talkin, are you there? Brandon.
All right, I sent you.
Okay, I got it.
Falcon is not here.
Ah!
He was never here.
Got it. So, okay, Yuji. You arrive at this gate, and you see this, like I mentioned, this kind of Dracula type of mansion. It's a little bit later. The sun's been down for about, it appears to be about an hour-ish from this point.
Okay.
There is an obvious place to knock. You know, this is like where the DM says you could just open the door. So it's your choice if you'd like to open the door or
But
try
the
to sneak
thing
in.
is, I could use Mage Hand.
You want a mage hand? Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
can mage
hand
you can mage
knock.
hand and knock, that's fine.
I'm gonna send my Mage Hand after the knocker and just rattle it.
Alright. Immediately upon doing that, you see a ghost come in. Ah! Like this ghostly type of figure. Welcome! Are you here to invade for the riches of Magnus the Great Destroyer? Are you here
I'm here to get a cyst removed.
And he looks over you, and you see his eyes widen. He said, "Gentlemen, fetch the beast." And you see like 10 or 15 ghosts swarm at you. I need you to make a dex save.
Alright. 6.
Failed. You are.
Oh, really?
You see a bunch of these ghosts. As you're trying to dodge out of the way, they seem to like grab vines and branches, and they grab you and basically tie you up in these knots of these vines. And there's some poison ivy in that, so I'm gonna need you to make a con save real
Ooh.
quick.
Ooh. Jeez, I didn't think they'd be so aggressive.
Well, they grabbed what you had. So yeah, okay. You this will be very.
I hope you know upper management's gonna hear about this.
Hang on, sorry. Upper management. Why is it? Hang on. Why can't? What's the
Can we
command?
go ahead and burn up this stuff that they're trying to tie me up with?
It's /tell
Okay.
space upper
That's-
management.
that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So you take a singular poison damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn up all this that they're trying to wrap me in.
That's all you get. You're gonna burn the vine.
Yes.
Do you have Here's the thing: are there verbal components to it?
I'm fairly certain I have control flames, which isn't verbal.
Okay, because they've wrapped your mouth too, and they're like carrying you away, like you're in a coffin, and you're being brought like towards this. Looks like this white tent that's like got this type of clear, soft coating around it, and you see a red cross-looking logo on top of this tent. And from what you see, you can see a bunch of these. You can see some half-elves, some humanoids, other races. You see a couple dwarves. They're all dressed in these like germ suits, and they're
I'm gonna
like
go ahead and subtle cast produce flame.
produce flame, the quarantine house.
Well, I'm gonna subtle cast, spend a meta magic point,
Okay.
and not have to worry about the somatic component.
All right, that's fine. Smart decision. Oh, maybe not. So,
Look,
what are you
they're not
casting
gonna
produce flame
kill
on?
you, dude.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't though. That's the thing.
And if they try to wrap me again, I'm going to fireball them.
They're ghosts.
They're ghosts. Yeah.
They're not immune to fire damage.
They're not immune,
Yeah, ghosts.
basically.
You can set ghosts on fire. I do it all the time.
I don't know how to set ghost on fire, but anyway, we're not gonna worry about that.
I'm the best Ghostbuster.
If not, you
Anywho.
can radiant damage them.
Radiant damage. They're trying to like they get you in right when like in this tent right when you cast produce flame. I'm
They
guessing
could
you
have
ca-
just asked me to come along. So I am
they
going
all
to
look
burn
at you and
with
say
subtle cast.
no. They all look at you and you subtle cast it. You burn the vines and stuff, and they all corner the exits and say, "Now listen, let's talk. We can talk about this."
We could have started with that. I'd like you to apologize.
If I apologize. And you see this individual that everyone else is in white suits. This guy is in green. He seems to be official, like the boss. If I agree to an apology, will you promise to hear us out?
If you agree to apologize, I won't make you end up like the last Dark Lord that faced me.
You see, he yawns. He's like, "Is this a threat?"
Yes.
All right. He's like, "Oh, yeah. I've heard it all before." Now, I don't fear death because I'm already there. So,
You know what happened to the Dark Lord that attacked Phoenix?
regardless, because I don't want to. I do want to talk. My apologies on behalf of our staff. We have to take extra precaution because of the cyst that is on your face.
Then maybe explain that instead of hog-tying me.
Well, we didn't. We have individuals come in from time to time with the same exact, not necessarily in the same location, but a cyst of the same variety of yours to try to attempt biological terrorism on this mansion.
I see.
We've had that one
I
too
was
many
told
times.
by a sketchy doctor to come here. I was plane shifted.
Well, that's.
I seek medical attention, not disease spreading.
that we can work with that. Now, as far as this disease that's on your face, we're not sure what it is. I have been researching this for little over 20 years. I have been able to cure everything else with a simple bonus action. But for whatever reason, the cyst that is on your face, there is some type of dark enchantment, some type of mystery to it that I just can't figure out. But I think
See, I went to the wrong place.
No, I didn't say that. There's a chance you went to the right place. I'm the best you've got. I know exactly what it is, I just don't know how to get rid of it. Because if I do, it does tend to like to grow back.
And how do I get rid of it?
Surgery.
That seems rather barbaric.
Well, think about it. It's a cyst on your face. Would you rather me go get a... I mean, what would be barbaric is if I got a sword and rolled for initiative.
You said bonus action. What is this initiative?
You don't know what the word initiative means.
No, what do you mean to roll for initiative? What is... I don't understand.
I comprehend things beyond your comprehension.
I have been around a lot longer than you have. I've seen it all.
Uh-huh. Alright, Jeeves.
The name's Bruzo. You can call me Dr. Bruzo. You see, he is a wood elf. He's a bit tall. He's got the most puffy, overgrown.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'4". He's a pretty tall elf.
I thought he was a
he's
ghost.
a little taller than me.
Oh yeah, he's a half elf ghost. I should have specified that. But you can tell that his hair is super over puffy. Like it's like afroed, and it's a long afro. Like it goes down beyond his shoulders and then stretches out. It's huge. Anyway, so Dr. Bruzo.
You would think that a curse would be dispelled of some way.
Yes, you would. However, this is no ordinary curse. This is... It's a bit gross. It's almost like... Because when I've been able to research it, like when I have truly been able to get rid of it, there have always been bad effects of the individuals I have cured from it. For example, it's almost like if I were to suddenly take away your arm, how it would potentially defect yourself, like you would start to lose, you would lose certain capabilities. For whatever reason, if it's grown on certain parts, if I just remove it, yes, that would, in theory, fix it. It always seems to have some type of consequence to it. And it doesn't help that it's on your face. I can't really cut your face off. It's not that simple. If it were on your leg, I could just cut your leg off. But here's the thing. If we did regeneration, let's say I casted regeneration on you, it would... the cyst would grow back and would probably be bigger than it was before.
Magnus does have access to prosthetics, so he could
I can't really get a prosthetic face.
Or you can meet me. I'm an artificer. I could just make you a.
I can't get a prosthetic face.
We'll just build a face.
It's not.
We'll just build an
It's not how
entirely
this
new
works.
body and transplant the brain.
I happen to like my body.
Yeah, but you could be a Cyberman.
Cyberman.
No.
I don't know if I'd want to be a Cyberman.
He doesn't sound very excited about that.
That's cute. You think the transition to Cyberman is a choice?
Y'all bullying
Things
this,
will
We'll
let you.
upgrade the universe.
this poor healer. He's trying to
He's
fix
done
his
nothing
backstory,
wrong.
that's all. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm trying to become a god. What of it?
Or he's trying to justify making himself a god.
Anywho.
Says you.
However, I can do you a favor. I can
Yeah.
stop the contagiousness of it.
I don't care if other people get it.
It
Other
would be
people
easier.
care.
I care
it-
that it's removed.
It will be removed as soon as we can figure it out. But if I can't have it be contagious.
I
For it
don't
to be
care if
removed.
you drop it in an orphanage. I just want it off my face.
You want it off your face, but here's the problem. I need it not contagious so I can fix it.
You can fix it.
Yes,
Fix
I
it
don't want
how?
to catch it. So I need to get rid of the contagiousness.
You'd think that with all this gumption, all this high praise that you have for yourself, you'd have someone with wish.
You see,
And
funny
just
thing is, I've
remove it.
tried that. The
Yep.
wish is very...
Divine intervention?
Divine intervention helps.
Have you attempted to get the divines
I
involved?
have succeeded in divine intervention. I am a level 30 cleric.
What is level 30? This means nothing to me.
Look, he looks at you. He's gonna make a insight check on you.
Gonna make a fourth wall check.
Yes, he's gonna make a fourth wall check. Oh, nice. Ah, I see. You're a hot mess of a level 9 PC.
What is a PC? What do these things stand for?
Stands for personal computer.
Thanks, Josh.
It
doesn't answer my question.
no, Yuji, it stands for personal cyst.
I haven't heard anyone refer to themselves as a level. Are you feeling alright?
I'm fine. You're the one with the contagious disease of a face.
You're spitting nonsense at me.
I'm not. Your nonsense is already... That's what we're trying to fix.
No, we're trying to fix the cyst that was given to me by a
That's-
Dark Lord in
that's-
Phoenix.
Yes. The
Yes.
Dark Lord from Phoenix. Do you have any information on
Yes.
this Dark Lord? That might help.
The one I killed.
Okay, do you have a name of the individual? Because the more I know about... this-
We didn't really get on a personal level.
I suppose that's fair.
I don't know. I'd say you killed him. That's a rather personal thing to do.
Yeah, killing people gets a little... Like, you have to have at least some...
It wasn't a personal thing. I didn't get all torn
I
up
just kill
about it.
people left and right. It's no big deal.
Look,
No strings attached.
his
or-
issue was with
No souls
Frankie,
attached.
not
I
me.
just get rid of them all.
He had an issue with the strip steak that was a special that Frankie had, not me. And then he attacked me. His death was his own fault.
Yeah, so, out of nowhere, you see that, so now, officially, our Chronomancer decides to barge in after, an assistant to the head doctor comes and insists that there is an emergency after the produced flame, and Magnus, you come in,
Oh, that's clearly the worst I could have done to them. Produce flame on the vines that they trapped me in. Ooh, scary.
Yeah, I'm sort of, as I'm walking out towards the doctor, I'm just sort of face palming. I'm just like, I had to end my son's sorcery lesson early so I could come and check up what the fuss is about.
He'll get over it.
What
Kill
is going
yourself,
on?
Dumbledore.
Sorry, sir. I do apologize. And you see that he bows in respect immediately. I'm not sure, looking at the intern, why this was brought to you. Anyway, we
These
are...
ghosts are talking about levels and bonus actions and rolling for initiative.
Oh, you don't know what those things are?
Must be a pretty low level to not be able to observe the facets of reality.
I'm not sure there are any sane people in this abode.
This is D&D. There are no sane people.
Eh.
I love
So
this.
can your staff remove this cyst or not?
Sanity is a matter of perspective, really.
That doesn't answer my question.
What?
Can your staff remove this cyst or not? Am I at the wrong abode?
Well, I am the Lord of the Castle, Magnus, the Great Destroyer, in the flesh. The one you were sent here to
edgy.
find. No?
I have no idea. A
Yes.
sketchy nurse told me to come over here to talk to some
her.
weird, sketchy wizard.
Her. I remember her. She still has- She
Yes,
still has to
you
pay
know
off
a
her fee,
one
now that you
specific
remind me.
nurse in what town? I never mentioned the town. Who are you working for?
No, she actually messaged me before sending you over.
Ah, I see.
But, we do have to quarantine you, unfortunately. If for the meantime. So, we'll move you to maybe a more secure location in the manor. And if he can't figure it out, I'll look into it myself and see what I can dig up.
All right.
Sound fair?
If they tie me up again, they're going to die.
Yeah, I sort of looked at the doctor. I'm just like, just escort him. Don't bother tying him.
Of course, my lord. And then you lay look over to you like,
However, like after I turn around, I just turn back. I turn around and start walking away, but I turn back around, just like, however, if he does try to make a run for it, you have my permission to use lethal force.
understood.
Oh no.
I've never
going
seen a
to run
PC die in
away.
session 1 before.
I'm going to run away from the people who said they might be able to remove my cyst. Ah. Okay.
Plot twist. D&D makes sense.
Well, it's better than nothing. Do you want help or not?
I never said I didn't.
No, he's just saying. He's just being Aubrey, honestly.
Yes, let me run
I mean, you're just being
away from the
realistic.
people.
A realistically arrogant person.
Who do you think I'm playing?
Anyway, so yeah, Yuji, you were escorted to a nice room with it's almost like a studio. There is a small kitchenette, basic living space with a nice big king size bed, and no, it's nicer than your apartment. This is where you'll be staying. Feel free to request for anything you might need. We would allow you opportunities to shop, however, you do have to quarantine for a couple days, just so we can be rid of the contagiousness of it. Now, he hands you what appears to be this big white horse pill.
I see.
Take this.
Could I get
Before
a pot
going-
of coffee and your best monster researching books?
Sure, absolutely. While we're fetching for that, take this pill. This will help
Right.
neutralize any potential pain and will develop antibodies for the bacteria that will spread on this cyst.
Okay. I'll take the pill.
All right.
The horse pill.
Yeah, take the horse pill. Roll a con save DC 7.
Okay.
Okay, you met it. Yeah, so you don't choke on the horse pill. And yeah, so you take the pill, and then you start to feel a bit. Make a wisdom save.
Okay. 19.
Oh, nice. You feel very lightheaded, but you don't. You feel a lot calmer and loose, almost like you've had a couple good drinks. You're at that part of, not necessarily being tipsy like from this or being high from it, but you're feeling pretty good. But you're not by any means.
I was gonna say, if it makes any sense why Yuji would be aggro at this point, he just had his restaurant blown up, and it's the the same day.
You see,
It is the same day.
you see, with any normal person, yeah, Magnus probably would have taken that into consideration, but no, he's not going to.
It's like, yeah, I was at a restaurant, blew up, killed a Dark Lord.
Yeah, pretty much. And now it's like that was 6:30, and now it's 8:30, and I'm taking this horse pill, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing tripping dinosaurs on unicorns.
Yeah. No, you took this massive pill, and now you're just tripping balls.
Pretty much. In a nutshell. Anyway,
Except I rolled fine.
yeah, you roll fine, so you're not necessarily tripping, but it's trippy. How does Yuji get trippy? Like, how do you imagine Yuji being trippy?
He's just gonna go about what he's doing.
It's like, I'm always trippy. What are you talking about?
I'm always high.
He's drinking pots of coffee and dealing with weird magic people.
Yeah, so they bring you this pot of rich Earthanian coffee.
Cool.
Extra dark.
I am sure Yuji will absolutely be enthralled seeing that he doesn't care and he drinks diner coffee.
Yeah.
Is that a bottle of Boundless coffee?
Is it? Is it a decanter of endless coffee?
No, like that's a canon magic item introduced in Strixhaven on Tuesday.
Would you like to acquire a decanter of endless
Yes.
coffee?
Yes, I want a decanter of endless coffee.
Bear in mind, you can't pour it out of the decanter. You can only drink from it.
That is fine.
That's literally what he wants. That's all he cares
I
about.
want a thermos that I can just drink the coffee.
That's right. You're a coffee lock, aren't you?
Yes!
He's just going to every morning when we wake up. He's just going to be chugging this big bottle of coffee.
So I'm gonna take an action and take a short
So-
rest as he chugs
Fair,
coffee.
fair warning. So it's a common magic item, but whenever you drink from it, roll a d20. If you roll a 1, you can't drink from it. It won't produce any coffee for an hour.
No! No!
I could
What is
see.
item?
I could see you getting lucky just to
Aubrey.
prevent the nat
What is
one
item?
for that.
Aubrey,
Yeah?
you know there's a way around this, right?
Halfling.
2 bottles of coffee.
2 bottles.
I don't know. He could roll 2 nat 1s in a row.
That's like one.
What was the name
That's
of
a
the
1 in
item?
400 chance.
What was the name of the item?
The bottle of Boundless coffee
Oh, the bottle. Okay.
in Strixhaven.
Yeah, and I've rolled 2 nat 20s in a row before. Your point?
Well, I mean, it happens because you rolled more than 400 times.
Yeah, I
in D&D,
could just
but
take the lucky feat and then...
You could waste the luck point.
Burn a luck point on coffee.
Honestly, I could see Aubrey doing that, and I'm totally down for it because then I'll just throw a Tarrasque at you later, and you don't have to worry about it.
Oh no! You mean a Tarrasque that I can probably get myself to be able to kill?
Somehow, you drink enough
Bro,
coffee, you'll
you
find
can
a
kill a
way.
Tarrasque at level 2. You just need aerial
Be a Sunsoul
support.
Monk.
Yeah, D&D
Be
is
an
weird.
Aarakocra Sunsoul Monk.
D&D is weird.
I'm
Anyway.
hoping to endgame have 14 levels in Sorcerer so that I can get unlimited flight.
Ooh, interesting.
Are you a draconic sorcerer?
Yes.
Ah. What did you
Interesting.
choose for your ancestry?
Red.
Ah.
He's fire. He's fire boy.
Hey! Is there like a backstory reason why you have red ancestry?
Yes, but not
Hey!
Not needed for you to know.
not written on the roll 20. But yes.
Ah, just kidding.
Hey!
Alright, so Aubrey,
Magnus actually has something he can relate to Yuji over.
Cool. With that being said, Brandon, are you there? I feel like this whole session is gonna be the
Brandon.
gag of
Yeah,
Brandon.
He's awake!
Brandon!
We have the Brandon.
I am
We
awake.
need
Yeah.
you.
Yay!
You're
Been calling
here!
you for an
Yay!
hour.
Link, Hyrule needs you, Link.
Okay, it's all
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, you're up.
What was the name of the maid again? Owen. Zelfra?
Zelfira.
Zelfira. Okay. Got it.
Sulfuric acid.
Funny. Anyway. So, Telkin, you are currently in a guest room. You are, just to give you an idea, you are in room 11. Just remember that. You see, as you're heading back to your guest room, you bump into, you see a young female human with a steel defender and this tiny little, it looks like a little, like tiny dragon, kind of like, imagine Mulan, like that type of pseudo dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, you bump into them.
Well, I mean, nothing else is really going on, so I'm just gonna sort of keep on walking.
All right.
Really?
Telkin's like, I don't do small talk. You see this new Alan. Yeah, I was gonna say Alan definitely notices. You were fine. Alan looks over and says, "Ah, another warrior. Danielle, you could potentially recruit for your mission."
I'm gonna turn like, oh hi. Let me introduce myself. I'm Danielle. What's your name?
Telkin.
Ah, Telkin. Question: are you doing anything in the next week?
Maybe. I don't. I haven't planned that far ahead yet.
Well,
Um,
as it happens, my brother's been kidnapped, and I'm looking for people to help me go rescue him. You want to tag along?
Wow. Sure.
Awesome.
This is so awkward. I kind of.
Sorry, I got a mod ping on the server, so I got distracted.
Where did I put it?
I slightly intended this, but don't worry about it.
Here it is.
That was easy.
A little too easy, I think. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, I have a meeting with Magnus tomorrow. Hopefully, he can offer his aid as well.
All right. So yeah, after the awkward introductions and totally not railroading Telkin to join the party because I've got nothing for him. We'll figure it out. Telkin, there is a shop you can go acquire goods if you would like to go shopping.
Repeat that. You sort of cut out.
Oh, sorry. There is a shop you can go to in the mansion that's like down like the other hallway. So basically, you're in like one of the side hallways that is for the guest rooms. And if you go down to the end of the hall and you see this big foyer of this ballroom of an entryway, you can go all the way.
When you say that there's a shop in the mansion, is it like
Like a
just
shop?
a normal store?
It's kind of like a general.
or is it more like a gift shop?
Oh, it's more like a general store. So it varies from, you can get weapons to items, anything in between.
All right.
Magnus has got a. He likes to keep. He likes to get rid of some of the excess inventory and earn some extra money for his fortune. So. Anyway,
Gotta make sure you stay rich.
you see Alan look over to Danielle. We should probably go shopping because we need weapons if we're going to defeat a Dark Lord, potentially to save your brother.
Yep, I'm on my way to the shop. If you want to tag along.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty far down the hall, but I'm sure we can make it.
I mean, this place is kind of massive.
Yeah, no, who would have thought the mansion would
Hopefully,
just be
between
here?
the two of us, we'll be able to make it there.
You see the steel defender is like, are you implying that we'd like me to stay behind?
No, Alan. If one of us trips and falls and can't walk anymore, you'll carry us.
I am so glad that I could be useful, even though I have no human emotion. I shouldn't have to feel anything.
Hey, you're not intelligent enough to know that.
Is that
You
a
have
hint of
6 in
sarcasm
intelligence.
I hear?
I shall roll for sarcasm with disadvantage. Roll again with disadvantage.
Rolling,
Yeah, roll it again.
rolling sarcasm.
Yes, roll
With
for
disadvantage.
Yes, with disadvantage. I'm not very good at sarcasm. If it was sarcasm, it wasn't intended. I'm just not very charismatic. Anyway, so yeah, you go to the shop.
All right.
And you guys bump into, you see this half orc kind of walking. She's got this, she's got what appears to be a nice gold armor on, and she's kind of like walking with purpose with a huge, great sword around, like, basically around her side, like on her vest. And both of you are welcome to roll a religion check. I don't know if either of you will know what this is, though. She has a holy symbol of some variety on her.
Is it what I think it is?
Modified 20.
You know it is a deity of a nature domain. This
A deity.
no, like the religious symbol. Oh, this isn't an actual.
Oh, the
god.
deity.
The deity
The
of-
religious
yes.
symbol.
Yeah, the
That's
religious
okay.
symbol is of a nature domain. With a modified 20, actually you were on the DC. The god's name is referenced as Thero.
Ah! Ah-ha-ha. I understood that reference.
Well, I'm glad you did. From a
Well, I didn't.
No, you didn't. It's fine. Thero is Thero as a at this point I would say an ancient god of adventure and nature's beauty. There are bard songs of him being the ladies' man, but legend has it to become a prophet you need to have at least 3 wives or husbands.
Ah.
This is a woman?
She's got
Yes.
at least 5 wives.
More people to recruit into the party. Let's go.
Yeah, she might have like 3 more wives to join.
Man, you're just trying to raise an army, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Jeez, if you want to raise an army, you could just ask me.
Look, I'm practically I am going to ask you tomorrow.
Planning
He's got an
on
appointment.
storming Dark Lords.
Look, my character isn't just any Dark Lord, he's the Dark Lord.
Maybe just.
Oh, so we're gonna have to kill you.
Maybe
Oh,
the
no,
Look,
you don't have to
I
kill
have
my
plans to ruin the action economy in ways you can't even imagine.
This is gonna be fantastic. I'm already excited. I have no bias whatsoever to either PC or villain side, so this will be fun.
We
Yeah.
recruit
You say
the
that,
Mind
but
Flayer.
You see, I'm
to
an
kill
anime
the Dark
protagonist,
Lord.
Jacob. I'm going to use the power of friendship to persuade the DM himself to have bias.
Can I roll for bias?
Rolling bias persuasion.
Okay,
17.
that's respectable. I won't insta kill you.
Great.
Can I roll
I'm
for
gonna hold you that.
bias?
You have disadvantage.
18.
Oh man, maybe I should. Maybe you won't insta die either.
Wait. Does that mean I can ask the guy? Wait. Okay, Jacob.
What does she say?
Jacob.
I don't think you understand how strong prophets of gods are.
Jacob, can I roll for knowledge of the bottle of Boundless Coffee?
Roll an intelligence. Roll 5 intelligence checks and take the lowest score.
Can they be Arcana?
Fine.
It's a magic item. It
Yeah, that would.
typically would be.
You have to roll 5 times. Take the lowest one.
9.
That's what you get. Yeah.
But there was a 23, 14, 21, 23.
No, you had.
Yeah, and with 5 times disadvantage, 9 is the only one that
you had
counts.
5 times disadvantage.
No, that'd be 4 times disadvantage.
Well, whatever. I just made you roll 5 times. If you had rolled like a 15, I might have given you something. But it sounds like it
No,
could
no, no, no.
exist.
I wasn't asking for it. I was asking for knowledge about it.
Yeah, I mean that's
Knowing
what I'm,
of
that's what I'm
its
saying.
existence.
That's what I'm saying. It could exist technically, but I mean it's D&D.
The next time the guy walks over, I'm going to ask him if it would be easier to get me a bottle of endless coffee rather than pots of coffee.
Yeah, he returns with the coffee. And are you asking him this?
Yes.
You see, he looks over
Because
and
I'm
he
going to
says,
tell him that I will keep drinking coffee, and would it be easier to get a bottle of endless coffee?
Jacob, I have bad news for you.
"You have bad news."
The bottle of boundless coffee is a common magic item.
No, my plans are ruined. I don't see how that could be. I know he's a coffee like, but I don't see how that could be so bad.
So he's just gonna spend the whole campaign just collecting bottles of endless coffee.
Yeah, like coffee mugs.
That's a good Christmas gift for Yuji. I got it.
You get some coffee. You get some coffee. Everybody gets
No,
some
no,
coffee.
no. No one else gets coffee. Only me. I get some coffee.
Well, that's right.
Yuji,
not
so
sure.
look over. He's like, "You want a bottle of? You want endless coffee?"
Yes.
I suppose.
It would be easier than...
It's
continue. I
it
have
could potentially. Okay, yes, gold's nice.
If it needs to be crafted, I have gold.
Yes, you want a canter of endless coffee? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I could just
like a,
bring you
like
the
a bottle.
I could bring you the
Yes,
coffee and
but-
save you the gold. I mean, that's my job.
Yes, but if I had it, then you wouldn't have to go back and forth.
See, here's the thing. My only reason of existence right now in this campaign is because I'm bringing you coffee. If I
Yes,
bring you
and
this
don't care about
decantler,
that.
Have you seen like nobody's gonna care about his life?
he's
I
already
don't-
dead.
I just want to not have to ask for more coffee.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
But could this be made?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Could this be made?
I could just be what?
The bottle of endless coffee.
No,
endless.
that would be very complicated. I need you to roll an insight check.
Well, Insight check.
Yeah, beat a 6.
18.
Yeah, he's not very good at lying.
So,
He's very tense and kind of like. No.
I want you to go ahead and ask your artificers about this. I want this crafted.
Okay.
I'm happy to pay for it.
Okay, but it's very expensive. I don't think you're gonna have enough money for it. Roll insight with advantage. Beat a 6. Okay, yeah. Another 18. Yeah, he's. I mean, he's not. Like I said, like when he says it looks very expensive, he makes it sound like he's completely pulling it out of his butt.
Yes. How about you go ask them and give me an actual dollar value rather than whatever you're doing now.
I'm just playing my role in the campaign.
Go ahead.
I have
I'm
a
just playing
family.
Minecraft.
Go
I have
on.
a family.
Go
My
on.
purpose is going to be ended.
That's fine. Go on.
Wonderful.
I like how you just like go on. Come
Yuji's
on.
like, I don't care about your existence. I want coffee. Bring
You're-
me my
Stop
coffee.
telling me it. Stop telling me about your problems and bring me my brown morning potion.
You're here to do my bidding.
You exist to help me.
Where are all these emotions coming from?
Oh yeah, Brandon. In case you haven't caught, the fourth wall has been long broken, and we're not even halfway through
Yeah.
session 1.
Man, and
No.
people think
No.
I'm gonna be
The
most
fourth
evil
wall is broken
character.
because of you, Jacob.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying it's on you guys. It's on me.
Yeah, Jacob. People think I'm going to be the more evil character in the party.
Yes.
Yuji's gonna be pretty bad.
Look, I'm not gonna be bad. I'm gonna be evil. There's a difference.
Wait, is your alignment actually evil?
I'm lawful evil.
Oh, funnily enough, that's sort of what
Magnus
Magnus's alignment is.
Magnus
His
is
alignment is a
Magnus.
bit confusing.
You're
Huh?
I was
you
gonna
are a
say-
chaotic Magnus.
It's
Huh?
not that I'm a bad character. It's that I'm a self-fulfilling character.
So you're more neutral evil, if anything.
No, because
Because
I'm still
neutral
lawful.
evil characters tend to be really selfish.
Well, evil in general is a selfish alignment.
Yeah, but lawful evil characters tend to fight for what they believe are righteous causes.
Yeah, he's also-
Not necessarily. Lawful has their own. They have their own clauses of what they go by, and they won't break those rules, those codes. It doesn't mean that you have to know what those codes are.
Plus, Aubrey,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
pretty sure- plus,
You
I'm
see,
And
you see, Magnus's alignment, it is what I like to call lawful chaotic, because he essentially has standards, but nobody for the life of them can find out what they are. Or
That
what
doesn't
they
make
do.
sense.
Exactly. It's not supposed to.
It's D&D, it doesn't have to make sense.
Hold on,
Exactly.
let me find the meme real quick. Images. Copy image. All right, I'm posting it in general. This is basically Magnus in a nutshell.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. All right.
Just my goals are beyond your understanding.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the rest of the party, minus Magnus and Yuji. So Telkin, Danielle, and at this point you are spotting this half-orc paladin of an ancient god, not one that you find very often.
Well, I don't want to be a bother. I keep on walking.
You see the steel defender. It says, "Hello, paladin of God Thero. We would like to potentially recruit you for work and friendship." And he looks to you, Daniel. Did I do that right?
Yeah, that about sums it up.
All right. Yippee. And you see Jean look over like, girl, he is a hot mess. Your steel defender needs to not attempt emotion. It is just too much.
No, it's not emotion he's lacking. That was actually a communication issue. I'll give him a tune-up tonight.
A tune-up issue? Girl, he needs a whole oil change.
I'll look into it.
Alright. By the way, be careful with this this pretty lady over here. She look pretty strong. Don't wanna get too crazy with her. You know what I mean? I don't know. She's a paladin, so smite's her thing. Just keep that in mind, girl. I mean,
Yeah, we
there
just
was
won't
a
get in a tussle. It'll be great.
There was a good alignment in God. He's a chaotic good alignment, so you got to keep it cool.
And the smite of a prophet probably packs one heck of a punch.
Not necessarily a thing. This is a prophet. This is just a paladin.
Oh, this is just a regular paladin. Okay,
I haven't
I
said
thought
that
it
either.
was the prophet you were talking about.
No, I don't think I ever said. If I did, it wasn't intended. You see, the paladin looks over and notices, and she's like, "Well, if you'd like to, introduce yourselves, a simple hello would be nice." And she turns to Telkin immediately, disregarding your total desire to ignore her. "Hi, my name is Wendiel."
You keep on going, and your voice just keeps on
Yeah,
fading.
I've been
down.
told that. My mic is just eh. My name is Wendiel. I am a paladin of Thero. Sup?
That's great to hear. I'm Telkin. It's nice to meet you.
Telkin. What an amazing name.
It is.
Why are you so awkward?
You're not making much conversation either.
That's the point! That is
I'm
precisely
sorry,
the
I
point.
shouldn't be having to shoulder this half of the conversation, ma'am.
Man, I am a lady. I'm a lady NPC. With a really deep voice.
Okay. How does that change what I just said?
He said ma'am, not man.
Yeah.
I thought you said man. Well, this is even more awkward now, and it's all my fault. How dare I?
I mean, she could have misunderstood me in character.
You guys could make it up over dinner.
I mean, I already kind of like.
You are the party bard!
Well, but at the same time, I've already kind of showed her that I don't really care about her, so that probably wouldn't really be a good.
I've ever met.
Wait, what?
You were the worst bard. You were so socially awkward. I'm just giving you a hard time, Brandon. It's all in good intent.
I'm sorry. I'm normally better at this.
I believe it. Anyway, I couldn't help but hear your interesting artificer. Turns to you, Danielle.
Yes.
You look strong.
I
for an
dabble in
artificer.
artificer. Yes.
You look strong for an
Yeah.
artificer.
I also do sword fighting.
Ah, you're a warrior.
Mhm.
Excellent. Well, I think we could potentially get along.
Essentially.
That's good. I love getting along with people.
Yes, I am here to. I'm unfortunately an oath breaker. I'm trying to. I'm trying to potentially partner with Magnus because from a resource he has a good reference to the god Thero himself, my god. So I'm technically an Oathbreaker paladin right now. I want my oath back because I made a mistake. So if you're seeking vengeance for you're seeking a journey, what's this journey entail?
Well, my brother was kidnapped, and I need help to go look for him.
Do you know what he was kidnapped by?
Do I know he was kidnapped by hellhounds?
Yes, you do.
He was kidnapped by hellhounds.
Jacob, check your
Hellhounds. I
DMs.
see the DM. I'll get back to you. Sorry, that was a lot louder than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, that was really loud.
That was not intended to be that loud. Sorry. Anyway, this is going great. By the way, you can all make perception checks.
Hold on. Let me message you Magnus's appearance real quick.
Okay. Just out of character, y'all are seeing if you notice Magnus noticing you because he's wandering back from the affair with Yuji and couldn't help but be amused by you guys. So with that, let me see who met the DC.
Soon he'll get me my coffee.
Oh yeah, straight lace. Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, you all meet the DC. You notice you notice a man in a black cloak. He's a high elf, right?
Half moon elf.
Oh, he's a half moon elf. Yeah, this unique half elf individual that he's wearing black shoes. He has this black mask that covers his face below the bridge of his nose. He's in all black attire. Everything from the left arm, blah blah blah. Yeah, so like this really kind of like mysterious man, but As he walks towards you, you see all the guards tend to bow towards him in respect, as you guys have noticed him.
Ah,
And you see Wendy L look over and see, oh, it is an honor. I believe you are the individual we are all here to seek.
I would like to kneel.
Okay. You like to kneel to the chronomancer. That makes sense. Telkin.
I give a respectful nod. This guy
Nah.
is the definition of ominous.
Mm-hmm. Fair
And he
enough.
only gets a nod.
Yeah, he got to earn that bow. Fantastic. All right. Sorry, Owen.
Yeah.
You gonna introduce yourself?
I don't believe we've met. Name's Magnus, the Great Destroyer. I own this mansion. I sort of point to Danielle. I'm just like, Danielle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then I point over to Telkin. I'm just like, you must be the guy that happened to wander on this premises by accident.
Yes, local strongman. I get lost on purpose. Nice to meet you.
Interesting. Then I turn over to the orc lady. And I was just like, I've already read the files. I already know why you're here.
Well,
However, I sort of turn back to the other two. I'm just like, don't know why y'all are here. I know. Why don't we discuss it over dinner?
You're
Oh,
not
that
gonna-
sounds wonderful.
Not to be rude, but you're not gonna poison us, right?
Oh, please. I'm nothing if not fair.
Okay.
Besides,
I see. So we'll have a chance to poison you in return. Got it.
I can see Alan, the Steel Defender, saying that.
Besides, we're having a very delicious steak tonight. Grass-fed.
We're not eating a person, are we?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Very high-quality T-bone steaks, I assure you.
I'm gonna sort of leaning to Josh's character, and
Your Steel Defender is welcome if you feel unsafe.
I messaged Josh's character saying, "I'm not convinced."
Well, Alan here just comes with me everywhere. It's not a matter of security. He's a friend of mine.
Alrighty then. It's been such a long time since I've had a proper conversation with guests, though. So I look forward to this.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you at dinner then.
Awesome. So yeah,
Alright.
you guys head for dinner, and you see Magnus. You
Oh,
are,
as we are we going for dinner now?
well, that's up to Magnus. It's his mansion.
Sure.
Wait, were we shopping a bit?
You can either dinner then shop, or shop then dinner.
Oh yeah, and
Well,
before
we were on our way to the shop.
and like before I walk off good, I'm just like, oh, if I interrupted your shopping, sorry about that. We can have dinner after.
Well, thank you.
You.
Anyhow, I forgot Brandon's character's name.
Falcon.
Talkin. What do you mean you don't like him?
I never said I didn't like him.
Or
Like,
trust
he's
him, or
quite-
one of those things.
Like, he's quite an interesting individual. He's just also mildly threatening, and I don't know. Half of his wording for things makes it sound like there's additional context.
Well, why don't we go find out what that context is?
Sure. I do want to pick up a couple things at the store right quick before we go.
Same.
Oh yeah, Jacob, I sent you some additional information about the dinner that will be to come.
All right.
See, stuff like this.
Oh joy.
Relax. It won't be anything about any combat or any poison. Jeez.
It's not.
Or so you say.
Just gonna be about who our food was.
Keyword was.
Or who the food is.
Or who it will be.
Look, his alignment might be questionable, but
You've already made that very apparent.
Okay, I can work with that, Owen. He was sending me character traits of NPCs that I needed to know. That works.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
There's a child. He sent me the character traits of a child, another child, and a woman.
We're eating a child?
No!
no.
We're eating a family?
You're not being
What
See-
kind of animal do you take me for?
a magic one.
The cannibalistic
Scary one.
kind.
A
Yeah.
stupid one.
No, not stupid. Just someone who knows they can get away with it.
I mean, yeah, he could get away with this in his own home, but that doesn't mean he's going to.
We're in your mansion.
He comes
We're
from a
in
noble
your own
family.
home.
His background might be a Dark Lord background, but he was raised by nobles.
He's got some.
You're not convincing us.
Well, go to the dinner, and then if you see cannibalism, roll initiative. Simple as
We're
that.
not seeking it. We're just suspecting it.
Right. We'll just roll initiative against like one of the greatest warriors in all the land or something or other. Great plan.
Yeah, that's an awesome plan. Am I right? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, dinner is a thing. You should go to the shop first.
Yeah.
Here, I'll send you the dinner menu as well as well, I guess I'll just send you the dinner menu.
Okay, cool. So he's sending me the dinner menu. So anyway, Yuji, we'll go back to you for a second. Yeah. So the
Who?
NPC Yuji,
Mhm.
the NPC comes back with the
Okay.
the cup of endless coffee.
Yes.
It's gonna cost. He looks over so disappointingly. Now I'm sure you don't have a hundred. No, what the? I'm sure you don't have
What?
125 GP. So
Jacob, you okay? You just disappeared.
why? Hang on. I know. I suddenly started. Okay, let me try this again. And the NPC looks over disappointingly and says, "I'm sure you don't have 125 GP."
Here you go.
You have it. He looks so
Okay.
disappointed. My existence is no longer relevant.
You've been ready for this, Aubrey.
Oh, you could still fetch me more books if that's what you want.
Yes, a reason to live. What kind of books do you want?
I would like more monster researching books. Whatever you have, really.
Aubrey,
Aberrations?
you should have
You
just
have
been
fewer
like,
aberrations?
Aubrey, you should have just been like, I
I
don't
need
know.
a book of endless knowledge.
That's gonna be a little bit more than 125 GP.
Oh, dang.
You should get one of them new books from Strixhaven.
Like,
And are they common items?
you should.
I think
ask-
they're
you should-
uncommon.
I mean, I can check.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like-
so there's this book from Strixhaven called The Book of Endless Knowledge. It's an uncommon item.
Once I get that, I won't need you at all.
Item.
Anyway, yeah. So Yuji, Owen is sending me verification that the food in no way, shape, or form is poisoned or cursed in any variety.
Yeah, but you didn't send us that verification.
Well, he's just
They didn't,
I'll
and
say
they didn't
he
say
want-
who it was.
he just wanted to send me the menu so I can say it whenever we get to that part of the session.
Just gonna be there,
Anyway,
laying in
we're
the
just
lounge chair,
we're just gonna have a-
drinking my
we're just
coffee.
gonna have a
and
dragon
being-
invade now. Let's just roll initiative. Just kidding,
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yes. Yes.
Finally, something to kill.
I'm just kidding. All of a
I
sudden,
want to have
you see
dinner.
fire.
I want Magnus to have dinner.
He better at least have dinner first.
I'm the Dark Lord, and I get to decide when dinner is.
Oh, this is fantastic. All right. Let's see.
Magnus, Mom said it was my turn on the Dark Lord.
I thought you were about to say it's my turn on the dinner.
All right. So yeah, all you three are at dinner. Actually, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh wait, you have to go shopping first. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome to Magnus's magnificent madhouse shop. I totally didn't make that up just now.
Cool. What do you got for sale?
Let's see.
I'm in the market for the coolest weapons you got and magic items.
As far as magic items is concerned, a lot of these items have been refurbished from old past curses, so there is a potential.
Well, this is a thrift store then. Does that mean that we get half off or something?
There are discounts. It depends.
Depends on how cursed something is.
I will say if something has been like Magnus he is a fair man. He'll offer a fair deal, considering how he spent for it. Anyways, I'm looking through. Why can't I find them? Oh, here we go. So the nicest items that I currently have available are. See, he looks over. I have a. For the dwarf, we do happen to have a belt of dwarven kind that has had a remove curse from a lich before. All the effects are gone. However, if there is a crit that if you get hit with a critical hit, there is a 5% chance that if you basically you get hit with a crit if you roll a d20. If you're critted, you roll a d20. If you roll a nat 1, the curse gets reactivated.
And what is this item?
This is a belt of dwarven kind.
And what do those do again?
It
Makes you grow a beard.
Is that all?
I don't think so.
No, it's more than that. Let me find it. Belt of dwarven kind. It's rare items. Alright, a belt of dwarven kind is basically it gives the individuals this is a horrible rare item. Wow. This is a waste of my inventory. The only thing that
So what you're saying is you'll sell it for cheap.
This is a terrible item. I don't want it.
okay, the
I'll,
only
I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10 for it.
okay, it's worth. Okay, the only
10
thing
what?
about this is it's made of pure gold. Now listen to this. The description: the belts of dwarven
It
kind
sure
are
is
often presented as a
fool's
gift to
gold.
individuals who earn friendship to done a great deed to a dwarvish community. They never earned with ease, and usually takes decades to earn these. So it's like a it's a what do you call it?
It's a friendship relic.
It's a friendship trophy.
It's a friendship bracelet. I love it.
Why?
Well, I didn't.
It
Well, I didn't even.
this cost an attunement slot to basically give you advantage on enduring difficult conditions. So,
This is like buying a trophy for something you didn't do.
Exactly. It's like I'm going to Goodwill and I'm gonna go buy one of those like soccer trophies that were donated for $5. This is
Bro, if I found a real Olympic gold medal at Goodwill, I would buy that up.
Yeah, you know,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
yeah, that would
Because you can
that would
melt
be a
it
good-
and
that'd be-
sell it.
No, that would be a good buy though. But, like this is
Even if you
kinda
put
like
in an
that.
Olympic gold medal, would be sick.
But Jacob, yes, it takes an attunement slot, but it's also something with an effect that can be used until I find better things to occupy my attunement slots.
Well, let me see what else. I haven't gone through my inventory. I was just looking because he's like, dwarf. So, and I didn't realize how pathetic this was. This literally like the only thing this does is like difficult terrain is like such as like weathered terrain, and you also gain resistance to poisons. And that's decent, but it's like that's not worth
Resistance to poison damage? That's more than decent. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but like that's a rare item, and it's like still.
Yeah, but that's a resistant,
You
and
can
poison
get-
damage is extremely common.
Yeah, this is true, but like immunity rings are rare items, so I don't get why this is resistant. Anyway, let's see, what else do I have? I have
You got any of those immunity rings?
immunity rings. I have one in stock. This one is an interesting ring because it also gives you a vulnerability. You can become immune to radiant damage, but vulnerable to necrotic, or vice versa. I have one of each. So you could either be immune to necrotic but vulnerable to radiant. Basically, your soul gets sucked into one or the other, like good or bad. If you
What happens if you wear both rings?
They cancel each other out.
Yes,
Wait,
you-
no, would you? Because immunities override vulnerabilities, right?
Yeah, so it'd just be normal. That would literally waste 2 attunement slots.
No, it wouldn't, because it's immunities and vulnerabilities, not resistances and vulnerabilities.
Yes,
How
but
much
immunities. If you're immune to something and you're vulnerable to it, so you would. I mean, you would at most.
You would be immune to necrotic and radiant at that point.
But no, you're under. You're not. Okay. Okay,
Am I
now
not right?
how have you created a paradox in my shop?
He's gonna make a black hole.
Look, we
next.
don't make the rules. We just make observations in very confusing terms.
What else do you have for us?
A bag of holding. I have a dust. I have a use of dust of disappearance. I have better armor for you, and points to Danielle. I also have a potion of fire breath, a potion of poison, several potions of healing. I have some spell scrolls of different varieties. The catch is that the spell is very random, but it is done at a really good price. So if you here's how this works. For every spell slot, like spell level, for example, if it's a 3rd level spell, you pay 600 gold pieces for it. Or actually, you would typically pay 600. You would instead pay 300 for it. So you could get a 9th level spell for 900. Here's the catch. You don't have control of what the spell is. It is done based on a random roll of something I have secret. And like I have the secret chart that I've made from a previous campaign that I could roll to see what spell you'd get. And it can only be affected on a certain individual. So for example, let's say you get mass heal. You can only use it on one person.
But I could get power word kill.
You could get power word kill by odd chance. But if the person that it's set, it could be one of those things that, so you can get, there are one of 2 ways you can get it. You can either get it on someone you choose or someone I choose. And when I say I choose, it would typically be, it wouldn't purposely target a PC, but you wouldn't have a say on who it targets, if that makes sense. So you could and I would be honest with you at that point. Let's see. So
What you're saying is we can accidentally power word kill a party member
yes,
if we want to.
absolutely. That's part of the gamble of paying it that cheap. So like you can get 900 gold for a 9th level spell, but you don't. It's wild. You don't have control over it. I call them wild spell scrolls. It's actually really fun. You also have there's a ring of comprehend languages.
That
How
sounds
much is
pretty good.
that?
There's some, of course, you got the good stuff like a bag of tricks. You have a broom. There's a broom of flying. It's a couple decks of illusions. There is a gauntlet of ogre power strength. There's an instrument of the
There you
bards.
got the good stuff. All right, I have 800 gold. What can I get with that?
With 800 gold on your person right now, you can acquire. Well, okay, you want a weapon?
Some of this other stuff sounds pretty good too.
How'd you get 800 gold?
Starting off.
Yeah, your starting wealth was your max possible. So I think for you rolled. You remember how you rolled that D4 or that D5?
And I got a 1?
Yeah. So you started at 200 gold. He rolled a 4, so he got.
Wait, what? No. I started at 80.
What's your max possible starting gold?
Let me double
Or
check.
barbarian, right? You started. Did you start barbarian or bard?
I started at barbarian, which
Okay, so
theirs
you
is
added bard
2d.
last.
Yeah, and theirs is 2d4 times 10, so that would be 8 times. So that would be 80 gold.
You do-
Times a d5.
Oh, you are broke. Ew. I'm gonna feel better at the end of this session.
They were saying that I still wanted to get while we were
With an
here,
80
though.
with 80 gold, you could get a common item. Let me see.
Sorry, what?
With 80 gold, you could get like some minor common items. You can get a mystery key. You can get a. You can get.
Oh, I didn't know Magnus had loot boxes.
He's got stuff. You can get an instrument of illusions. That could be potentially useful.
I mean, I've already got a guitar great axe.
You can also get cloak of many fashions.
Actually, the big thing I was wanting was to get a set of armor.
Like you want to get a. What kind of armor
If
do you have on you?
None, because I couldn't get any.
Oh, you're a barbarian. Well, why do you want armor?
To get my AC just a little bit higher.
I thought your armor class. Okay, you're a barbarian, so you should.
Barbarian AC is 10 plus Dex plus Con.
So that only gets me up to 15. Just because
Do you just want a shield? It would be better to just get a shield.
Barbarians are allowed to use shields.
Yes. You could acquire a basic shield for 75 gold. I would allow it.
Sure. Sure, I'll grab a shield.
Alright. Cool. So you can add that to your inventory. Just add +2 to your armor class. But you can't.
If you drag and drop it and roll 20, we'll auto add +2.
Yes.
Alright. So
I guess.
Danielle,
Do you happen to have adamantine plate armor?
I do. That's gonna. Do you want to try to negotiate that down to 800?
800
Because
is everything I got. I want to go a little bit below 800.
Well, it's marked at 1,000. This is the plate. This is adamantine. That's immune to crits. It's.
Yes, adamantine armor makes you immune to crits.
So it's 1,000.
To be fair, I can't afford regular plate armor.
I know. Like.
So,
But there's a catch. Well, this one. Will make you immune to crits, but the catch is that it has a bunch of loose screws on it that for some reason just won't fix, so it gives you extra disadvantage on stealth. This is the only downfall to it. That's why it's cheaper.
Do you have anything that doesn't come with catches?
Yes, but they'll typically be more expensive. The things that come with catches are always cheaper.
Yeah.
As far as adamantine, that's going to be plate arms. What 4,000 typically?
Plate armor, 1,500.
1,500. Okay, yeah, 1,500. Yeah, adamantine's going to be at least twice that. So like, I'll say $3,000. Yeah, because that's at least twice. I know that.
Yep.
But
Jacob, you're gonna be laughing tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Gosh, why did you have to tell him that plate mail was 1,500? I was going to ask him for +1 plate mail for 1,000.
Well, I thought I originally.
All right, Mr. Charisma Caster, you can still attempt that.
Oh, you can get it plate mail. You can get plate mail for cheaper than that. It's just going to be possibly a catch. And he's more than willing to warn you about it.
I do have a 9 in deception and in persuasion.
Deception? I'd like to lie about the value to the expert.
Yes.
This isn't worth what you're offering.
Everything
You have a spell for that, Aubrey?
This is the truth.
No. The thing is, if Jacob makes me roll that, this is going to be the 120 I get tonight. Jacob had the same problem when I rolled the AR-15. It's going to happen.
I know, you rolled I swear, that whole encounter was...
I was like, I want a gun! Okay, roll for it. Nat 20. You get a gun.
Gun acquired.
Nat 20. You get a gun! Yay!
I'll do it again for armor. Don't test me.
Maybe the real treasure we found along the way was this gun I found.
The real treasure was the gun.
And
The
technically, the
secondary
Great
treasure
Destroyer would know what a
was the
gun is,
money.
considering he's been to the past, present, and future.
Anyway, we're getting really sidetracked. So, Danielle...
It's gonna be this campaign in a nutshell, because I'll bring the friendship, you bring the gun.
Yeah, we need to get back on track here.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try to
Yeah.
get...
Bag of Holding also sounded interesting.
Okay. Okay, so I can give you a bag of holding.
Give?
I can give you a bag of holding for 500. That's with no catches. If you want to catch, I'll do 300.
What's the catch?
There is a 5% chance your item disappears when you put it in there.
5% chance my what?
Your item you put in there disappears into the void.
That's a big percent.
No, but see, here's the thing. We use it as a bag of devouring, and we just keep taking something out and putting it back in.
You just put a person in and out, in and out, in and out. Go.
They're gonna get real annoyed quick. You realize that?
Some guy's just in the astral plane now, permanently.
No, we just stick his head in and then pull it out.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
did you
for
get,
some
like, a
reason
bag of
his
devouring or
head's
something
gone.
like that?
No, this bag of holding almost functions like a bag of devouring.
Do you think his
based on the
head
specs
could-
Jacob gave us.
I can also
Do you
I
think-
can talk you down if you want plate armor. I can talk you down to 800.
Do you think his head could breathe in the astral
How
plane?
do y'all have so much gold?
Jacob's starting wealth rules.
Yeah.
Wait, what about the starting wealth rules?
It was your
Could-
max possible. When you I didn't tell you because it's not relevant to you. You have money. You don't need
Yay.
money. Like that's your thing. Anyway, theirs was the max possible times.
So
1d5.
am I just gonna be the sugar daddy for the party?
I don't want to think
Hey,
about
so
that.
Mr. Warlord, could you give me some +1 plate?
So, Mr. Bard, I need you to seduce the Magnus for free stuff.
I'm not a bard, but I could do that.
I wasn't talking to you.
I'm
Okay,
not a bard,
first
but
off-
I could do that.
Why?
Okay, first off,
Magnus is
Magnus
like-
is
Magnus is married. He looks at you. You have
Yeah.
a disease on your face.
Okay, I need you to seduce them with disadvantage.
I give him assist. That's basically an
No.
SPG
Did you
for
say
this campaign.
assist like a
No. Okay, first off, Magnus isn't even in the shop right now.
I squeeze my cyst on his face.
He's probably gone and spent time with his wife.
If you give me free stuff, I'll let you touch it.
I'll let you put your finger in it.
I'm starting to regret ever running this campaign.
It's okay. You'll get over it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
already over it.
you'll find worse reasons to regret it.
I'm already over it. This is
Okay,
so fantastic.
Well, I already have some +1. I already have a +1 sword and a +1 shield. I have chainmail, but I already have a 19 AC. What am I lacking?
Do you have a shield?
I already have the intelligence. I have a +1 shield.
Okay.
The bag of holding would be good, but like I don't have a whole lot of stuff. Deck of illusions sounds fun.
I'll do that bag of holding and a deck of illusions in total for 500.
Deal.
All right. Go ahead and you get the bag of holding, and then just put in parentheses 5% chance of void.
Oh, I don't want that bag.
Oh, you
I want the
void?
other one.
Okay, then that'll be 600. Because the
Deal.
Okay, that's fine. I thought you wanted the bag with a catch. All right, so you have a normal bag of holding and a deck of illusions for 600. Okay, that's a fair deal. Might be a little bit on the cheap side, but then again, this is Magnus's excessive inventory. By the way, Magnus, you gained about 350 gold from that transaction.
So is this going to be a common theme? Am I going to make gradual income from my shop?
Oh, totally. Like you don't even need to keep track of it. You don't even ask for money.
Wait, so oh sweet, I don't have to keep track of money?
No, you don't have to keep track of money.
So I gain.
I'll let you know when you have to keep track of money. Like it's possible if you decide to get
Jacob,
a blink addiction, but
this encounter is actually hilarious because earlier today I was designing a magic item store for tomorrow's session.
Hey, actually, Jacob.
Brandon.
Could I have one of my items modified magically?
Sure.
My great axe guitar thing. I was looking through the common magic items, and I was thinking, how much would it potentially cost if they could even do it to turn that into also being a instrument of either an instrument of scribing or an instrument of illusions. They are both common magic items.
You can do an instrument of illusions. You're training. You see that they look over Telkin. You're training with the old maid, correct? Zelfira?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she told me anything illusions is on her. Yeah, we can do that. No charge to you, but I quote this receipt. He better be practicing, or he's gonna get these hands.
Okay. So, not the instrument of scribing, but the illusion one.
The illusion one I'll do for free, yeah.
Alright, I then set my axe on the counter.
Awesome.
Also, Josh, if anyone's going to be persuading or seducing anyone, it's not going to be the bard with how much charisma do you have, Brandon?
14.
It'll be the sorcerer with a 20 charisma.
Isn't the class requirement like 15?
No, it's 13.
No, it's 13.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
It won't be the bard, it will be the sorcerer with a 20 charisma.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, what kind of what kind of sorcerer again?
Draconic.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a bit more
Well,
sense.
yeah, but you know,
You're reversing the
Dragon
stereotype.
seduces you.
Could I argue Aubrey gets a charisma debuff because of his ugly cyst?
Hey! You shut up! I will
Aubrey's like,
smite
don't
you.
tempt the man. He's already
I will
pushed.
smite you.
You're not even he's like, I will multi-class into Paladin just to smite you.
No. I'll smite him with hellfire.
This is fun. Alright, so you're all at dinner at this point. I'm just going to fast forward it, the transactions.
Yay! They get
So
to
my,
see my
oh, wait,
kids.
my instrument is now magical.
It's in the process. You'll get it after dinner.
It's in the
Oh,
top.
okay.
They get to see my kids too.
Magnus is a dad. Yay.
Oh, are you one of those braggy dads? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's going to. When it comes to his kids, he's kind of like geez, what was his name for Full Metal Alchemist? The guy who
Hughes.
Yeah, he's basically like Hughes when it comes to his kids.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, no, actually, one of the character inspirations for my character was Winry.
Oh, that's cute.
Anyhow, food.
Food.
So,
Yeah.
so wait, are they done with chopping?
Yes, they're done with shopping.
Can I ask Jeeves,
Can you ask what?
the ghost who only exists for my pleasure?
Why?
If you are all stocked on magic items, and this was so easy to get, I've been saving up for armor. Do you think you guys could hook me up?
Well, yeah. I have been instructed by my higher ups to ask you to wait until the effects of your medicine start to kick in. You see a little beep comes from his pocket. Beep, 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 beep. And he looks at his little rock bit fit. Oh, you're no longer contagious. You can wander as you'd please.
Oh, good. Delightful.
Now there really
I'm
is
going
no
to
reason
pick up
for me
my
to exist.
books,
And he looks over.
toss them in my... Oh, wait, no. I'm going to place them in his hands. Carry these for me.
Now I wish I didn't exist anymore.
Hmm.
I can make that happen.
No,
No,
please,
no,
I
no,
was
no, no.
kidding.
I want you to make him a...
I'm just messing with you.
If anything, I'd want you to make him a permanent, like, what is it?
Like one of those reoccurring,
the-
like the
No, the spells for,
Like an
little-
unseen servant, except
Yeah,
seen.
like an unseen servant, but him. No, permanent unseen servant of
thought
him.
so much about picking up Unseen Servant, but I decided not to.
If you could bind this guy to me, it would be beautiful.
I
No,
got
no.
Find
Take this
Familiar.
grenade over
honestly,
there.
Yuji, you would be so shipped with this NPC that it would not even be funny. If this was
No,
at
it
all
would be
relevant.
amazing. I would hand him a powder keg and have him carry it over to a bunch of enemies. And explode him while he is over there. He's a ghost, he can't die.
Look, I know it seems like we're throwing your life away, but think about it. Your life is worth more than all of theirs combined.
He doesn't have a life, he's dead.
Yeah, technically he is a ghost, so he can't really die.
Okay, even better. Your death is worth more than all of their lives combined.
That's
When you
a
die,
really,
when
that's
you
a
die,
really messed up way to look at it.
when you died,
Yes,
you got
that's the point.
when you died, you got back up. Can they say the same?
Oh, but yeah, no, I'm gonna hand off all the books that I was hoarding over here into this man Jeeves' hands. I'm calling him Jeeves now.
Jeeves.
He's
I'm
a
writing that
personal
down.
butler until until I
Jeeves.
Until
specify
forever.
Jeeves. Yuji.
And then, I'm gonna go walk to find
Got
this gift shop.
You bump in,
Slave?
you bump into the hall on your way, and you see Magnus, Telkin, Danielle, and Wendy L having dinner.
Yuji still has the cyst on the face, right?
Yes.
But he's not contagious anymore.
I know, but I'm gonna roll to notice it if that's okay.
Okay, you have advantage. It's very obvious.
Can I also roll to notice it if I haven't already?
Yeah, you can.
I did not mean to roll advantage, but
You have advantage.
8.
oh, then I got an 8.
You rolled for it.
I got a 21 and Alan got a 20.
Brandon got an 8.
No, I have a question. How obvious is it?
Brandon was just eating.
Like, is it obvious enough that? Oh no! Is it obvious enough that I would still see it? If I'm eating, I might choke on my food a bit.
I thought we were walking to dinner in this cutscene.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are heading to dinner.
Yeah, Magnus's wife and kids are probably already there,
Yeah.
just waiting for him.
I guess.
Yeah, I sort of. Well, I don't want to keep my wife and kids waiting.
I
Oh,
guess.
you have a family? That's wonderful.
Oh yes. And then I sort of like pull out a picture of like my kids. And everything. Aren't they just the most adorable kids that you've ever seen?
Yeah, you should go.
You
should go.
Jacob, what do I roll for that?
Charisma save.
Yeah, you should get your kids framed for murder or something.
Oh, yes, they look wonderful.
What did you get?
I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
You know what? I want to roll as well.
Do you have toggle advantage on?
Not. Yes, I do. I don't know why it keeps on rolling
Just
advantage.
when in doubt, take the one on the left.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I know that. I'm just confused.
So I am confusion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make my way to that gift shop.
Make your way downtown. Walking fast.
With my
Yeah,
Nancy.
Jacob. Do I notice Aubrey's?
Go ahead. Oh yeah, everyone notices it.
Oh,
Magnus, you know it. The
Yeah,
time.
I sort of.
Alright.
I sort
Alan will probably say something along the lines of, you should get that looked at.
I already did.
I see you're not contagious anymore. Well, in that
We
case,
should
we do
hope.
have some. We do have some spares for dinner. Would you like to join us?
In a second, I was going to look at the gift shop.
would you like me to try to remove that for you?
No. I'm going to continue on my way.
Brandon?
Yeah,
Brandon, you don't even have your axe. What do you mean?
I don't need my axe. And like I sort of, you see me like tap like my index finger and thumb together.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
I've got magic.
Don't touch it.
I've got magic. I've got magic gauntlets. I can pull it off.
Just imagine he just like pops it and everyone in a 10-foot radius gets infested.
Who needs an axe when you got a can-do attitude?
The entire party is infested with this magical cyst.
That is a quote that goes. in the
You make it
chat.
sound a lot more mystical than it is.
Okay, if he's gonna try and infect us, I'm gonna cast Ashardalon's Stride and just get the heck out of there.
No, I'm going to the gift shop. I ignored him and walked on.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, you didn't
The
ignore
fourth
me. You
wall-
should have
I
very.
said
wall is
no.
telling you.
Yeah, you should have very disturbed.
All right.
No.
All right, we'll go to Yuji first while they prepare for dinner. Yuji, what do you want at the shop?
Do you have any plate mail?
We do.
Magical, perhaps.
Yes, very, very magical. What kind of magic are we talking about?
Something that has more, oomph to it, more protection.
The magic of friendship, but with fewer
Look, I'm
opponents.
not having Yuji break the fourth wall and say +1 armor.
Ah, you want +1 armor. I see.
Sure.
I have a special kind of +1 armor if you'd like.
And what does it do?
Well, it does a lot of things.
That's one thing.
What-
Specifically,
what-
plus one things.
What
Yes.
does it do?
It's +1 armor, and honestly, when I say it does a lot of things, there's a D100 table for it.
You lied.
Oh, it's wild magic plate.
It's a wild magic plate armor set.
Does that mean every time a hit lands on me, I roll a D100?
Yes. Actually, no, it's for a crit.
Oh, whenever someone crits against me.
Yeah, when someone crits against you. It's
That's kind of funny. I'm down for that.
I would be down for that one too.
I
That
would.
sounds hilarious. Because, like, I mean, maybe I'll eat my words soon, but...
So the wild magic is a defense mechanism, basically.
Oh, no. You hit nat 20, and I get to do 4 lightning bolts.
on myself!
No, on other people. The fireball is on yourself. The potted plant is on yourself, but the lightning bolts go to other people.
That would be really
just like
funny.
they just hit an electrical socket.
Alright, yeah, so...
Would you attack with a fork?
Yes.
I'd like to, you see as the NPC at the Italian restaurant is tired of not getting his way as a Garen. He grabs the fork and attempts to jab him in the chest. Goes right through the plate, but then electrocutes himself to death as he shorts a circuit.
How much would this armor be?
It's valued at 1,500.
Ooh, I don't
1,500
quite...
for wild magic plate mail.
How much can I get for this chainmail that I have?
I should have
would
thought
give-
to sell stuff. Blast!
1,500.
You know, if you want to, you could go and talk to Magnus directly about acquiring
Shh,
it.
I want to take his money.
You can take all my money if I can sell this chainmail. I don't care.
The chainmail would get you 150.
Deal.
Okay, so you have 150.
And then also buy the armor.
Okay.
So I need to remove 1350. Oh, that's a lot of money. This is fine. I'm fine.
We're only.
I'm
gonna
not
be
in
broke
crippling
for-
debt yet.
You're
Almost.
like every college.
Time for a
student.
gambling addiction.
Oh, I have items for that. I have swords of gambling addictions.
And time to remove my chainmail and add
Plus
wild
one plate.
magic.
plus 1 plate mail.
That's
I
a pretty
now
wild
have a
deal.
19 AC.
Hey, it matches mine.
And soon, I'll be able to buy a +1 shield and get a 22 AC.
You just get a +1 chaotic table shield.
Yes, anytime I throw the shield, it rolls the chaos team. Just go! Explode!
Everyone else dies.
Oh no, the party's dead! Oh look, they have loot!
Oh no, the party's dead. You could have done such a thing.
Oh, the music doesn't help.
Shame. If only someone had mass amounts of healing. Ooh, it's shiny.
Shame, they had so much to live for, but in their death they get me even more.
I come back
That's
with a
a
new
quote.
party that I sell their gear to. Look at this beautiful gear. I'll sell
That's
it to
actually
you.
a really strong death penalty. It's like we get our old gear back, but we have to pay for it.
I sell it to you.
Alright,
Let's do
shall
it.
we move on to the dinner?
Yeah, I now have plate mail.
Everyone has acquired food. You're all together. You see the butler from earlier comes over.
Yeah, like we're just sitting down at a massive dinner table.
Lord Magnus has requested a dinner, acquiring the finest T-bone steaks we could find from the thickest of cows, with a side of vegetables,
Congrats,
and
Finally.
his favorite, fried rice. You may, if you would be so inclined, acquire a glass of wine, some draft beer, and he points over to, for you little children, you may have tea or water. Now, by signing these contracts right here, you will make sure to understand our terms and services agreement. I'm just kidding.
You know, I thought you were about to, I thought you were gonna say that, like, you know, for the adults, wine and draft beer, and for the children, water and draft beer.
You see, he looks, your son, Malasier, looks over to you, Magnus. Dad, would it be okay, would it be alright if I had a glass of wine tonight?
No.
I'm technically underage, but... Come on, Dad. You said I did well.
Good Dark Lord.
Hmm.
Dad, if you don't give me wine, I'll tell all the kids at school you're not cool.
Ain't worse than
Literally
death.
everybody doesn't think Magnus is cool. So why the what?
You see
difference
your
would
wife.
make-
You see your wife Nira looks over and she looks over and says, "It's all right with me if it's all right with you. I think a glass would do any harm. Of course, it's your choice."
Constitution saving throw.
Maybe not a glass. What if we do a cup for now?
Cup is bigger than a glass.
Constitution saving throw with the
All right,
damage.
I suppose that's fair. We could do a cup of wine. And then
I
you see
suppose
he
that would
looks.
be a good compromise.
Yeah, he looks over. It's like, well, thank you, Father. And he looks over. My name is Melisir. I am a draconic sorcerer, I believe. He is a so yeah. You notice that his wife and his wife is a crystal dragonborn.
Ooh.
And his children are also dragonborns.
But unlike his wife, they actually have two draconic ancestries. They have both the crystal ancestry and they have the red ancestry.
Which one's the red? Is the son the red one?
They both have crystal and red ancestry.
Yeah, but which one appear? What do they appear as? You didn't type it in the message.
Oh.
You could just say it.
geez.
Out loud.
It's
I don't
possible
know.
they
I
have
didn't
scales of
think it
both
would get
types.
this far.
Yeah. Anyway, so you see after they prepared their dinner, you see Wendy L does a little prayer of gratitude to Thero, and at the end of the greeting, you see she goes, "All right, let's devour," and she starts eating.
All right, and when Magnus starts eating, he takes off his mask. I wonder if they would. I doubt anyone would notice this right away. But when he takes off his mask, basically his mask hides something slightly disturbing. Basically, his mouth has been changed. Basically, he has row upon row of sharp teeth and a serpent-like tongue. And as weird as that, the edges of his mouth stretch from ear to ear.
I thought you were gonna say that he had a cyst like
You a
Aubrey.
Yanti?
Oh no.
I feel like Alan would say something along the lines of, "That's not a natural mouth formation."
Yes, he looks over. It's like, I am an NPC, and I say that's not normal.
No. That's like
Not
the mouth
normal
of a
by,
Yanti.
normal half-elf standards. That's something I don't like to talk about.
the other half.
Well, then we don't talk about it. Simple as that. I can't have conversation about it if you don't bring it up.
Yuji is just staring.
Well,
Fascinating.
he didn't bring it up. He just took off his mask so he could eat.
Yuji's
Bringing
gonna
it up.
look dead at Magnus and just go, "Are you a Yanti?"
Magnus just sort of like puts down his silverware real quick. He's just like, "Oh, easy, don't just ask that." He just looks so like I look over at him. I'm just like,
I just have this look of fascination on my face.
No, I'm a half elf actually.
What's the other half? Snake? Dragon?
How would I? The human, technically.
What?
It's a
No,
bit
no,
difficult
no.
to describe with
Ooh.
my family.
So is it a curse?
Yeah, when you say that, Magnus just sort of gets like this blank look on his face, and
Like-
just like I'd very much like to change the subject now.
Yuji will not
Anyway,
change the subject.
I don't mean to get to business, but if you wouldn't mind discussing, I actually had an appointment with you for tomorrow that we could skip if we get to business today.
No, that can wait. Your mouth.
I need Magnus.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
Aubrey's about to
Alright.
touch it.
Actually,
You're just
I
like,
have,
ooh.
unfortunately. Crap. Is a 12 good for whatever I need?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Sure.
It's all part
Sure.
of the plan.
In reference to the the source material that Alan's personality is from, I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
It's one of my favorite lines. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I should very much be worried about it. So, I guess I'll go in order of appearance.
By the way, you succeeded
So-
the perception check. You notice your butler. He seems to be quickly like his pep in his steps a lot slower all of a sudden. Like you
My
notice
servant?
that. Yeah. No, his servant, not yours.
Oh. Okay, my servant's fine. Good.
Your servant's not there. At the
I would like.
You notice he's a lot slower. Like it looks off.
I'd like to use Identify to see what's wrong with him.
You're gonna cast Identify on the ghost.
Yes.
See what sort of illusion magic is keeping him
Well,
here.
I mostly just like to see, or actually maybe I won't rush to Identify yet. I'm just gonna cast Dispel Magic on the ghost. Not like I don't want to dispel him.
You're gonna hang on. Owen, I want you to think
I
about
wanted-
this for a second. You want to dispel magic the ghost.
Well, I technically have to cast Banishment to get rid of him, wouldn't I?
Depends. Is he bound? Is he magically bound to the plane and that's how he's manifested?
Yes.
Okay. Dang it.
You just no. This is the servant you have work for. You just notice he's a lot slower, and your go-to is, "I want to dispel him."
I need a new one.
I mean, yeah, it's just a servant. You just discard the current one and get a better one that works properly.
So, what is your decision?
I would like to cast Identify to identify the magic that's on him.
Are you tired of your ghost getting defective?
Yeah, he has the spell slow on him.
Buy a better one.
Someone cast it slow on your ghost.
I think how many questions do I get with
No.
Identify?
What spell slot?
First level.
You get a question.
Oh, just a single one. Okay.
Wait,
By the way,
wait,
while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to explain right now. So the unique thing I do with Identify and Detect Magic, because I think these make the spells much more valuable, is I allow you to up slot the spell possible. For example, if you want to say Identify as a 4th level spell, just as an example, you can identify an item. I pretty much give you everything there is to know about the item. I also allow you to have 4 questions that are relevant to that item. They cannot be based on moral beliefs. They can't be based on opinions. It just has to be straight up facts. So, for example, if you cast Identify on a cursed item, you can ask, who cursed this item? And the spell Identify will tell you the name of the individual who cursed that item. If that makes sense.
Does the question have to do with the item?
It does. It has to have
Okay.
something to do with that item.
So you can't just ask anything.
No.
Does this question have to do with this item?
Those are one of your questions, Josh.
Yes, that is the intent.
Anyway, what's your question you're going to use, Magnus?
All right. Well, you said he had slow casted on him, correct?
Yeah.
All right. After seeing that, I'm guessing Zelfira's in the room.
Yes.
I turn to her and I'm just like, Zelfira, if you could, please tighten security and sweep the premises for intruders. Would you?
Of course.
Oh
Thank
dear,
you.
something the matter?
Somebody
Everything.
casted a spell on one of my servants. I'm not taking
That's
any
so
chances.
casual.
Speaking of servants,
You see this
Magnus.
6-year-old girl being like, "Oh, father, are we being invaded again? Oh, that is so unfortunate."
When will they learn?
Speaking of servants, Magnus, do you need this one? And I'm gonna point at Jeeves.
He's
He's so nice. He fetches me coffee. He holds my books. Do you?
Oh, that's because I told him to.
Could I keep him?
No, find
he
your
have a
own
price?
ghost.
How much?
Does he have a price?
You see, I don't accept prices. I don't accept my fees in standard money.
You take souls?
That doesn't change my point. That
You
there's
take
still a
stat points.
price.
I can spare some intelligence.
I don't mind having her spend her intelligence for him.
intellect.
That's exactly why I can spare them.
You wouldn't change his.
So, Magnus, do you have a price on him?
What are you trying to pimp out his ghost?
I'm not trying to pimp him out. I'm trying to purchase him.
It's slavery.
Like a
Exactly.
respectable
Nothing weird.
businessman.
Congratulations.
Don't make it weird. It's just textbook slavery.
It's not slavery if it's a ghost. He's not alive. He's not suffering.
That's all he is suffering.
Even
I
in
mean-
death, he must work.
I mean, Aubrey's got a point. He's not alive.
See, Jeeves, you don't mind, do you?
He's gonna do
There
stupid.
isn't much value to his life. There's no life to be valued. I love how the music built up when I said that.
Jeeves, you seemed so upset about not having a purpose, but I could give you a purpose. So,
Then
Magnus, what
take
is your price?
away.
I swear, if this YouTube series gets relevant and I get like thousands of viewers, you two are going to be shipped. It's
So,
gonna.
Magnus, what is your price?
Well, you see, the only problem is that I'm not really looking to get rid of any servants right now.
Yes, but I'm sure you have a price. You seem of a man of high value.
Price. Well, you see, the thing is, I don't really accept standard payment as you know it. You see,
Yeah.
my type of price, it comes, I guess, in the form of a fee that at some point somewhere I will collect.
A
And that fee could come in the form of anything, whether I ask you to do a task, whether I want a certain article or object from you, whether I want money. It really
yes,
all
but what
depends
is
on my
this
mood.
price? Would you rather I rent him from you, or
I'll sign a mortgage.
I would offer my soul, but I don't really own that.
It's a warlock.
you
He's
made-
kind of got a point.
Yeah, I sort of
That.
just give him that look. I'm just like, oh, so you made the mistake of selling your soul to a higher power in exchange for power
Mistake?
yourself.
No mistake.
You had Aubrey. You should have bargained. You should have haggled. You could have gotten
did.
more for it.
I got
Yeah, you could have sold like
Brandon.
80% of your soul.
Brim. I sold my soul to add a +5 to my Eldritch Blast.
Twice.
It was worth it. Actually, +10 by becoming a warlock.
Yeah, that's why I said twice.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm sure you're a respectable man with a respectable price.
Maybe I would. Well, I would not prefer to permanently hand him over. Maybe we could form a contract. You could have him for a certain amount of years.
So you'll sell his soul.
Well, nah. You
Oh,
can have
wait,
him
a
for-
timeshare! You're doing a timeshare for this
Hold on.
guy.
Are you
You
like
can have him
okay?
for a
We need to go.
certain
We need to
amount of time.
we need to handle custody in court if we're gonna do this right.
Yeah, exactly.
You can
Do
have
I
him
get
for
him on
a
the
certain
weekend?
amount of time, and then
Get him on the
at some point he can
weekends?
choose whether he wants. Then at some point he could choose if he wants to renew his contract of servitude with you, or if he wants to return to me.
I see. I'll take this deal.
And in return, you will have to pay off a fee at some point.
What is this fee?
Anything I desire, really. It could be in the form of a task, a certain object of value. It could
Yes,
be
but that
money.
seems like very pricey for a soul who's not living.
Then don't take the deal.
Yeah, you see his son looks over. It's like, well, he's anything if not fair, so it'll be a fair deal.
Fair deal.
It just may be
If I-
Yeah,
How do I
A
know?
If I
soul for a
ask you to do
soul.
it-
He might ask you to go get the soul stone from Voromir.
If I ask you to do a task, I won't ask you to do anything outside of your capabilities, rest assured.
All right. as long as you keep to your fairness, then I would like
course.
to keep this servant.
Alright. I think maybe a 5-year contract sounds fair.
More than fair. And if
Sounds
he wants to renew it
delightful.
with me, then
It's like, Aubrey, you should have said that. He's only a fair man. He won't do more than fair.
you know what, Brandon? He's given me a person. He signed a soul to me. I'm a patron now.
No,
the
I didn't.
Warlock of UG.
You gave me a 5-year
Wait, so-
contract of his soul.
Wait, I didn't sell my soul. Basically,
No, you
I
sold
just,
his soul
Yeah.
for 5 years. That means I'm a patron.
By
You got a
technical
point.
definition, he is a patron now.
So that would make your patron the patron of a patron.
Yes.
A grand patron.
Which, so
if you
my
would.
patron
A
is now
grand
even more
patron.
powerful.
Your patron's gonna come to you in your long rest and be like, "Why am I a grandfather now?"
Why do I have a grandchild? Oh, that's Jeeves. He's so kind.
I thought you were gonna say Jesus.
Why is there an extra list on the funds I have to spend for Christmas?
You don't have to spend anything on him.
Also, why do I owe child support?
You don't know child support. He's fine. He's grown. He's a grown boy.
He's
Worse.
also dead.
He's also.
And before I move on to the next, I'm just like, however, do be warned that if you die, our contract is then null and void.
Well, of course. There's not really a point in owning something if I'm dead.
You could be brought back.
Your soul could be the thing. No, because here's the thing. You exchange something for the soul of a ghost. You die, you become the soul of a ghost.
Wait, your
Oh,
soul.
and I should. And
5-year
I should warn
servitude.
you, if you try to avoid paying your fee, there are consequences to that.
Well, you said you'd be fair, so I have no reason to avoid my
Oh
payment.
yes, I am. I am very much fair.
Well then, Jeeves, you are mine.
I like how not once you asked him, but like what he thought of this.
I'm just immediately like, Jeeves, would you be interested in this? All right, Jeeves, you're mine.
Poor Jeeves.
I own you.
Thank you for consenting by force.
You have been voluntold to slavery.
He was already a slave. What do you want?
All right. I'd like to. Magnus,
Music
You are
does
free to
not
Oh,
help.
I wouldn't say it like that. I'd say more like under new management.
Yeah, Magnus.
man.
At this point, he just sort of turns over to Danielle, and I'm just like, so Danielle, what brings you to my humble abode? Well, not
Oh,
quite.
well. Let's see, let me pull up the map.
a
real
not
quick.
quite so humble abode.
Well, I'm visiting from the town of Zukia, which was recently attacked, and some hellhounds kidnapped my brother. I'm looking for help in tracking him down and rescuing him.
Intriguing. And if I were to say help you, what do I gain from this?
Friendship?
Owen.
Yes?
Make another perception check real quick.
Aubrey's trying to touch it again.
That is a 23.
You beat the DC of a 6. Yeah, you notice that the servant that was going a lot slower, he's kind of come back and he's returned a dish. And he drops the dish, and it like the wine that's in the like on the tray spills out. And I'm gonna have to roll a dex save. For
Oh, is that on a prestidigitation?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's actually not great.
Leaning time.
Do you just roll for damage?
No.
Oh no, the floor. 28 points. Our table.
A ghost!
Ooh, So here's what happens. So the dish spills, and the ghost starts to phase out as it
No.
splashes and hits the little girl, and all of a sudden she disappears.
little girl or the servant?
Wait.
Alan, investigate. What happened?
Wait,
Oh,
the little
absolutely.
girl or the
I have
servant?
to roll an Arcana check. Quickly, I need to go
Wait,
to the mess.
Wait. The little girl, as in
Your daughter.
Magnus's daughter?
Yeah, your little daughter, yes.
Wait, the daughter disappeared or the servant?
The daughter disappeared, and the
Oh.
With the power of alcohol, he willed her away.
I'm gonna look over at Magnus. That won't happen to my servant, will it?
I'm gonna smack Yuji lightly and say, "Bro, show some respect. The daughter just disappeared."
I'm
is not
not
good.
going to lose my servant. I just paid for it.
Josh, I thought you were about to be a lot more grim and just say, "Dude, show some respect. His daughter just died."
No,
Okay,
no,
he's.
but I'm gonna
she's
look
not
over at
dead.
Daniel.
She's not dead.
We don't know that,
I'm gonna look over
Owen,
at Danielle.
but I'm not you.
Owen, roll an
Yeah.
Arcana check.
Danielle, after you say that, I'm just gonna look over at you and whisper, "Yes, but his
That's an
servant
18?
disappeared, and I don't want
Alright.
to lose mine."
So here's what happens with an 18 Arcana check. You are very familiar with this type of magic. This is some dark magic from the Dark Continent. You know that this is from this particular powerful mage created this brewed potion. He is a witch of the Ghetto's Boar, which is a clan that lives there. They're a terrorist clan that goes around and causes terrorist attacks.
It was earworm.
Not necessarily the same thing, but they're very similar.
They might be
you
associated.
do know that they could be associated very well. Yes, they very well could be. This particular potion basically exiled your daughter to a mysterious plane of existence, and the only way known to get her back without losing your life is to find the key. And
Arcana just to see, and I got a 20. I got more than the Grand Wizard.
you rolled really well. Yeah, Yuji, you get all of that. You get pretty much what I just said. On top of, the key is somewhere in the Dark Continent, and Straight Lace, you recognize your servant, and you recognize this is the exact same magic as that gate spell. Oh, I thought you did.
There we go. Yeah, no, I realized I wasn't rolling as Danielle.
Alright. Well, after seeing this, Magnus just sort of. Like, anyone who's capable of sensing emotion could tell that Magnus is just livid. But.
The music's so well
But, like, his
timed.
face hasn't really changed at all. Like, he sort of just closes his eyes real quick. He goes. And then he immediately kills the ghost that dropped the wine.
Oh
on
yeah, the ghost is
Cinder.
dead.
I thought you said the ghost already faded from existence, though.
Yeah, but his soul's obliterated. You don't have to worry about him.
Yeah. Magnus just obliterated its soul.
Hold on.
You see your son look and say, "Father, we need to save my sister."
I'm gonna lean into
Don't
Daniela.
worry.
I really hope that doesn't happen to my servant.
Yeah, I sort of just like I'll make sure whoever's responsible will rue
You see,
him
you
as
see.
me.
Alan looks over and to Danielle, a little bit out of character. How about you agree to help get his daughter back? In return, he helps you get your brother back. I think that is a
It
logically
doesn't. Yeah,
fair-
no, that's a good plan, but now is not the time.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm
I'm
not.
gonna lean into Magnus. So, could I go ahead and invoke that price now?
Oh
Could
no,
I help you with
the
this
price.
quest?
I eventually come to you and collect the price.
Yes, it seems like you may need help journeying to the Dark Continent. They seem to have the key that you need.
And how would you know this?
He rolled a 23 on his Arcana check. You see,
Yeah,
Alan
I
looks
don't
over.
know he rolled a 23 on his
Yeah, no,
Arcana
Alan
check.
says that. Alan says he
I'm
rolled
going-
a 23 on his Arcana check.
Alan, what are you talking about?
He
I'm going to
rolled.
look over at Daniela. Isn't it obvious? Did
I'm
you not
smarter
see what
than
just
you.
happened?
I mean, I rolled a 19 on my Arcana check.
Yeah, so clearly you should understand.
Yeah, you got pretty much most of that. The only thing you're not 100% sure it's the Dark Continent. You know it's somewhere. They're able to narrow it down to the Dark Continent.
Well,
And I know it's the Dark Con.
this is very similar to how my brother disappeared. I wonder if they're being held together.
But why would they
It
link
is
you
likely.
two?
I sort of just reach up and put my mask back on.
Do they? Are they tracking you? And I'm gonna point over to Daniela. If it happened
What?
to your brother, and then you came here and it happened to her, are they tracking you?
You see, Jean looks over and says, speaking for the first time, I'm like, Danielle, girl, let me tell you, you see this little man right here? Yeah, the little coffee addict. That mole on his face. His stutter is intentional, by the way. That mole on his face is the same kind of that dark magic that we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? I can tell.
Forgot that he was
I can
gay
smell
Mushu.
it. I can smell it. It is nasty. By the way, you see this little tiny pseudo dragon that just called your mole or your cyst, like your cyst Eugene says, your cyst is nasty, and it is definitely the same stench as
I
that
want you to know that I
wretched.
can speak Draconic, so anything he says in Draconic, I can also.
No, he's saying
understand.
this in common.
Okay.
He's saying it in common, yeah.
I'm going to look at him and Draconic say, "It's not very nice to comment on people's afflictions."
If you wanted me to comment on your afflictions, we can start with that body odor stench of yours. What did you work on 8 to 5? And forgot to take a
Yes.
shower? Boy, you
I
need
was working night shift, and then a Dark Lord attacked my diner.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yes, very much so.
Well, anyway, now that we've got that situated, I shall
I'm gonna prestidigitate the dragon to smell like BO.
cost an action.
Yes.
Are you sure you want to waste that action of not initiative?
Yes.
It is a cantrip. You don't want to waste those. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't have counterspell.
Cantrips don't use spell slots.
They don't.
I know.
That was the point.
You don't have counterspell. It's a cantrip. Oh, that's
Well, I also don't have dispel magic,
that's
and then my dragon stinks.
For like an hour.
oh man.
Look, I could just dispel him, but like, it's 10 GP every time I resummon him, so.
So it's kind of expensive, so just don't. Let him stink for an hour. Teach him
Anyway.
to not annoy the sorcerer.
So, are we all in agreement? Like Magnus, you kind of been quiet, so are we in agreement to go out and hunt?
Well, Magnus is really quiet because he's a bit pissed off right now, and if he
Yeah.
opens his mouth, he's just gonna
Say
go
that.
absolute rage out berserker.
Shout some profanities.
Probably.
Yeah, understandable. You see, Willinda say, Magnus the Great Destroyer, I offer my services to help find your daughter, and I will do so immediately. If you'd be so kind to let me join you, I'd be honored.
Jacob, is that your
Is that
DMPC?
is that the
For
paladin?
now, yeah. Yeah, it's the Paladin. It's the
Alright.
DMPC for now. I'm going to switch them around as needed.
I'm gonna lean
Yeah.
over to Jeeves. Do you think if I went with them to the Dark Plane, they'd help me remove my cyst?
I guess?
Seems
Alright.
nothing like that.
By the way, we're not like I guess I work for you now, so
Yes.
Well, that one ghost works for Yuji.
I figure it might be
Yeah.
a better work program, seeing that you don't really have a purpose here.
I'm a slave.
Yes.
I,
But that is far too
Good,
rude
this
of
guy
a
gets
title.
it.
You're a servant.
you're a servant of a god,
You were
You're an
born.
unpaid servant.
unpaid servant of a god.
Don't worry, I'll treat you well.
All right. If that is the last thing we do, I think we are going to, starting next session, we are going to travel and investigate. We've got to the Dark Continent.
Nice.
Do we have any
All right.
objections? Anyone want to do anything else before we end the session?
I have
I
one
wanna remove the
question.
cyst.
You want to remove the cyst?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching the live stream. So I hope this was fun. I will be sure to do this again next week. Hopefully a bit more organized. And since I understand how to do this, this music is
More
very
organized.
well timed for the live stream. I'll go ahead and disconnect Fred Boat. All right. Thanks again. And now I'm going to end the stream.
Brain,
See
your
y'all next
question.
week.
Brain, your question.
Yes, my question. Okay,